Hey guys, my name is William and I run a gut health coaching business called Will's Health, and I help people with chronic gut issues, things like IBS, SIBO, reflux, actually find the root cause of their issues rather than just managing symptoms. Now, I first came across Will on YouTube, as many people do. One of his most famous videos, how to make 10K a month. And that really inspired me because I knew I had kind of specialist knowledge of being able to drag myself out of so many bad gut issues that I could help other people. And I already built a little bit of a TikTok, explaining my story, and people were already asking me for help, but I didn't really know how to do it. And just by watching Will's videos, I was able to understand, what a VSL is and, how actually to do a sales call and all these things. And that was really helpful. And just by watching his videos, I went from nothing to, 6K a month, which was life changing. And then I got stuck for a little bit and I was like, I want to scale this even further because William was, there for me parasocially, but there for me at the start. I wanted to see what else I could do to scale it even further. And then I explored some of his coaching options. And then in January, it's around 4.5 months ago, I joined his group coaching offer, which has got me to the point now where I'm doing multiple 5 figures a month, and we're going to go even further than that. And it's just saved me so much time just to do that in a few months, where it would have taken me maybe a couple of years to get there before. And I think one of the most important things that's helped me is you not only get access to Will and ask him questions each week, but you also get access to his team. So his sales manager, you also get access to copywriters and people that do paid ads for him as well, and how to do the creatives. So you have everything that you could possibly need to be successful in this business. It's pretty hard to fail if you have everything and you just put the work in. And they're all there to generally support you in your goals. And the groups aren't massive, so it's not like 200 people where you can't get your questions answered. It's usually 5, 10, max 15 people, so fairly lean, and you can spend a good 10, 15, 20 minutes going over your specific situation and make sure that you get your questions answered. And they don't usually leave until everyone has their questions on the table, so you're never really left feeling more confused. You have clarity. And one of the biggest things as well is just being in that environment of people, being in the room, even virtually, with people that are doing 6, even 7 figures a month, and just understanding the way that they think, the way that they do things, even the softwares and things like that they use. It just gives you so much more clarity. I remember William recommended simply just use this software, and I know that added another few thousand a month to my revenue, and I wouldn't have figured that out on my own for a while. So just simple things like that have been really helpful, small adjustments that just save you so much time. And even when I was doing my paid ads, Victor, who's the guy that does paid ads inside Build, Grow and Exit, I was able to share my screen and just figure out Facebook adverts, and he did it all for me. Whereas that would have again taken me hours of YouTube videos trying to figure it out. So the amount it saves you time is so amazing. And you also understand what's possible when you're in, these rooms with people, because I thought I was doing pretty well, but then you get introduced to people that are doing, a lot more, and you realize the game is, you're the small fish in the sea, and there's a lot more to do, which helps you learn from people that are doing better than you. And as well, because this industry moves so fast, the coaching, even just business in general, the fact that you can stay on top of things by understanding what the people at the top of the game are doing, again, super valuable. I mean, it's really, really hard to find that anywhere else, because when you're running a business, you've got so many plates to spin. I'm trying to think of what content to do and all this stuff. At least the sales and business side and back end stuff can be supported with these guys as well, because there's so much to think about, and that just takes the pressure off a little bit. So since joining William in January, I've gone from 6, 7K a month to around multiple 5 figures, which has been life changing for me. And we're going to go even further in USD, that is. And we're just getting started. So again, if I had to go back in January, I would definitely absolutely join again. And if you're in the space, then this is where you need to be.